Sync will attempt to call 911. If you wish to cancel the call, please hold the phone button. A 911 assist call is being placed. Sync will speak first to the 911 operator before opening the line. Please wait.
Whoa! Ah! You mother! Why the fuck are you looking at your phone, officer?
I got a text from another officer here. Give me a second.
You motherfucker. Oh. 396. Damn it! Why are you texting? I don't care if you're texting.
I wasn't texting. I was looking at my phone.
Either way.
Yeah, I know. That was my bad.
Why are you doing that in a turn?
I wasn't paying attention.
Officer, holy shit, dude. Ah. I can walk. How's my arm look?
Your arm's fine.
How about this one?
You're fine.
There's
no abrasions. That's the only abrasion you got right there.
Jesus fucking A. Got one here. Right. You got band-aids?
Yep, I do.
I guarantee you my frame's cracked.
Denver. Bicycles.
If you're wondering what happened after this, he called in the Missouri State Police because there would be a conflict of interest if he filed his own report. So troopers Green and Toos from the state police showed up. They did the accident report. I had paramedics check me out, did a refusal for the ER because I was basically just scraped and bruised. I am feeling incredibly sore right now, and I'm going to get checked out by a doctor within the next day or two. And as far as what's going to happen to this local police officer, I don't know. He did have to get breathalyzed and piss tested as part of a procedure. I don't know if any charges or tickets will be levied against him, but that's it for now, and the bike is most likely toast.
Distracted driving. They can even give you a ticket if you're texting behind the wheel.
But a 41 Action News investigation found some officers are not taking their own advice. Investigator Ryan Kath shows the consequences of what happens when an officer's attention wanders from the road.
This photo was taken the day sisters Jessica and Kelly Ewell lost their lives.
You never know in life that would be your last moment, and I really hope that they didn't know.
It was the day after Thanksgiving in 2007. Kim Schlau remembers seeing the coroner walk up to her house.
I didn't want to open the door because if I opened that door, it became real, and until I opened that door, I still had 3 daughters.
Jessica and Kelly died in a horrific head-on collision with an Illinois state trooper.
He literally drove through the top of their car.
The trooper was responding to a car crash in the St. Louis area. Court records show he was driving 126 miles per hour, talking to his girlfriend on a cell phone, and emailing for directions on his computer when he lost control of the car.
On so many levels, this crash was preventable.
An extreme and tragic example. But we found video of other crashes that never made headlines. Watch as this Missouri state trooper driving 60 while looking at his computer drifts off the road and then loses control. The 41 Action News investigators looked through 40 crash reports in Missouri, all with a common cause: distracted driving by law enforcement.
I said, watch out. And that's when he hit.
Bob Dyer was driving on this Independence Road last August when he slowed down to take a right-hand turn. The police officer driving behind him never even hit the brakes. Bob's head smashed the back window of his truck.
He says, I'm so sorry. He says, I was looking at my computer.
We read similar stories all over the state. officers getting into wrecks because of distraction.
And just listen to the close call a sheriff's deputy had last year. He was on the phone and approaching a railroad crossing in rural Johnson County, Missouri. He says he didn't see or hear the train coming until the very last second when he slammed on the brakes. The train collided with the bumper on the deputy's car and actually spun it around so it was parallel with the train tracks. That deputy just a couple feet away from losing his life.
We found distraction is cited as the main cause in an average of 3 police crashes every month.
Yeah, it's very easy to get distracted.
Sergeant Andy Coates, a state patrol veteran of 17 years, admits there's a lot competing for his attention these days.
On a black Ford Taurus.
Along with the radio, there are lights and sirens, radar technology, and most of all, the laptop sitting right next to the wheel.
Officers are wrecking squad cars all over the country because they're distracted, because they're focused on something else.
It's such a problem that Keith Wenzel, a longtime sergeant with the Dallas Police Department, now leads a crash course in distracted driving, from fender benders to serious wrecks. His message to officers, you can't divide your focus between computers and the road.
You may get complacent in what you do and realize, well, I can do all these things and still maintain control of my vehicle, when reality is that you can't.
Kelly was 13 years old.
Kim now takes the story of her daughters straight to the police, reliving that pain over and over in hopes of connecting with a cop.
How do you find the strength to do this?
It's helping me introduce my daughters to people who otherwise aren't going to know them. I think for their legacy, for me to be the one to carry that on, I'm very proud to do that for them.
A mother's anguish turned to advocacy to keep officers' attention on the road.
And the trooper who killed Kim's daughters pleaded guilty to reckless homicide. A civil court later awarded the family with $8 million in damages. And Mark and Krista, there's actually a new technology that can disable these police computers once they reach a certain speed. Kim is hoping that more police departments proactively consider that option.
Sure. Oh, wow. Kind of like what's on a cell phone, too. Thank you, Ryan. On KSHB.com, the investigators have listed a timeline of crashes from 2012. You can also watch dash cam video and see how different police departments in our area handle use of computers while driving.
Oh shit, he stole the bike. Oh, that's alright. Oh, they're chasing that guy down. They're chasing that guy down. Oh my god. Okay, he stole a bike. That's why. Is it okay if I go? Yeah, you can probably go.
Hey, Steve. Hey. Are you going in the annex?
I was getting ready to.
Yeah, why don't you just come back when we're done? Why don't you just go ahead and head on out when we get this lockdown completely done, so we're not confusing people.
Okay.
All right, we're not going to let people in or out while we're on complete lockdown. I don't know if you know what's going on or not, but there's a lot going on. Bobby Patton will let you by. He's at the exit out there. Just, yep. The school will just have to understand, because they all know what's going on.
Works for me.
Thanks, man.
All right.
I sent Steve Betts on. There's no sense of bringing anybody in and out. The one black guy, I mean, I know he's a teacher, but
his name, but yeah,
he's about to leave, and I'm like, no, we're on complete lockdown.
Yep.
I mean, we need to.
442, David Walton.
We need to make sure. Who's that white car?
Yep, don't know.
Go get it.
Enter, do you want me to?
people in the vehicle approaching Officer Sean Patterson were allegedly fleeing the scene. They didn't get far.
These are unavoidable.
Manor Police Chief Ryan Phepps released the video Tuesday.
That's the suspect car, goes around that one.
He believes the teen driver was traveling at about 25 to 30 miles per hour.
Very lucky, everyone involved. The officer got away with just some bumps and bruises, and the 10 kids packed into this small SUV walked away with no injuries.
The Sunday crash is the second close call recently for the Manor Police Department.
I want all y'all badge numbers too.
This is video from Officer Andrew Cruz as he was taking a woman to jail in September. At the Highway 290 SH-130 interchange, he's hit by a red light runner. Only the body camera continues to operate.
It was pretty violent. It was pretty crazy.
These pictures from the crash show how the police cruiser was thrown off the roadway and the extensive damage to it. While it may look like the vehicle flips, it actually spun.
Help! You guys going to get
Manor 56 Fleet.
Officer Cruz and the woman in the back seat survived only because they had their seat belts on.
Earlier on, during the rest of this individual, she kind of fought the officers in the backseat of the car because she wouldn't let them put the seatbelt on her. And luckily, they were able to get the seatbelt on her because, a few minutes down the road.
She needed it.
Yeah.
Along with the 2 patrol cars that were wrecked, 2 others are out because of transmission problems. Until new ones roll in, officers are being told to be careful.
The drunks are out, not a lot of people are driving. That's when the calls are coming in for the wrong way drivers.
10-4.
Information you have most of the time is that they're drunk, they're asleep at the wheel. You do have a possibility of stopping them, so you take the best route you have with the options you have.
Take as many lanes as you can. Watch yourself, watch yourself. We are going to set up like this. He's coming right at us right now. Alright, we got him coming at us, dispatch.
We decided to take the center lane and keep our push bumper facing them, and you just see the headlights coming, and they were coming fast, 80 miles an hour. It's on you like that. I think on the unedited video, there's some choice words.
Yeah. Watch yourself.